The world will little note or long
Good morning.
remember
This
what
is
we
Barbara
said here,
A. Prokopich
but it can
from
never forget what they
northeastern
did here.
Washington.
It
This is
for
Series
us for
23.
living, rather to be
I think
dedicated
it's
here
very
to the
detrimental
unfinished
that
work
this
which
video
they
get
who
out
here
and
have thus
that
far so
people be
nobly
watching their
advanced.
news media
It is
constantly
rather for us
here
to be
today
dedicated
and all the way through
to the
Friday.
great task remaining
I'm
before
asking
us,
you to really
that
be
from
vigilant
these honored dead
because your Second
we take
Amendment
increased
is under
devotion
attack.
to
There
that
is no
cause
doubt
for
about
which
it.
gave
They
the
can
last
say it's only
full
scare
measure
tactics,
of devotion.
but why are people losing their
That
jobs?
we
Pink
here
slips are
highly
being given out,
resolve
and it's
that
already
these dead
happening.
shall
It
not
isn't
have
scare
died in
tactics,
vain,
it's reality.
and that this nation,
Reality.
under God,
And I'll tell you what, Obama needs to have his hot air balloon exterminated. As far as his continuation on services for this United States, no. I think it's called impeachment. Our Second Amendment is under compromise. And if the Senate and the Democrats and the Republicans go forward, they better watch out. Because this snake is of the Chinese New Year. And as far as I can see, that this country cannot continue under stability, under sickening pressure, and be told, well, the Sequestrian Act will be shot down. And it hasn't been done. And I'm asking you, do not compromise. Do not compromise on the Second Amendment. This is giving away your liberty, your freedom, and justice for all people. And it's under God, not under Mr. Obama. He is only a mortal man. And if any colored, white immigrants think otherwise, they are really kidding themselves. His Eminence, you know, we are born as free babies when we come into the world. And now he wants to use eminent domain against us and tell us, well, if you don't do it this way or that way, we're going to take your homes anyway. We're going to starve you out. Whatever. Scare tactics, that's far from it. This guy is real, and if you are not believing him, you better start immediately. Senate and Congressmen, what's wrong with you? Are you so totally sedated to the fact that this is a human being who has faults like all other men, women, children, and he's showing childish ways to tell you, do it my way or nothing. The other word for that is bullying and saying this is the way it has to be. And Mr. Biden, what are you pussyfooting around for? You are crying under foul. Foul. Foul for what? You have the right to freedom. You are boxed in at the White House, and you figure you got a free ticket to everything. While the rest of us Americans are underfoot. And so, as far as Abraham Lincoln goes and the rest of them, don't undersell yourself. The Second Amendment cannot be compromised. The Second Amendment must not be compromised. Read my lips, Mr. Obama, because you are very sickening, and for you to try to take it away from us, there are many in this army of freedom that will fight you right tooth and nail. So don't tell us it's a scare tactic. It's real. I'm tired of your phony baloney, because that's all it is. You want to slide it under us like a little slick snake that's trying to get in his hole. Well, you've got a big hole, and you know what? There's places to put snakes like that. As far as your safety net goes and your charade with other countries, you're being found out one by one, and they will not work with you. Oh, I know Kerry can do all his different things, and he can go over there and talk to them Blue Street. Iran is not going to come back and dance your tune. They already know that the United States is weak with your leadership. So why don't you do us a favor, sign the dotted line, and go under impeachment proceedings? What's to stop you? The Sequestrian Act will be stomped out by millions and millions of people that are in our army of freedom. Obama, I have only one thing to say, and that is you're walking on thin ice. And yeah, I'm not Godzilla or I'm not any other cartoon characters. And I don't go around pushing my wife on the movie theaters and having her look like Cleopatra at the Starlets.
We are met
at
on
the
a great
Oscars.
battlefield
That
of
was
war.
their
We
limelight.
have come
What
to
was she
dedicate
doing
portions
there?
of that field
She is no
as the final
Cleopatra,
resting
believe me.
for those
I
who
know
here
that from
gave their
experience
lives.
and of all her
Nation might
goings
live.
on with Mr.
It is
Emmanuel
altogether fitting
behind your
and
back.
proper
As
that we
a
should do.
Republican, as a conservative,
But in
as a
larger
downright
sense,
good
we
American
cannot
voter,
dedicate,
I
we
am
cannot
pissed
consecrate,
off. And I'll tell you
cannot hallow
what,
the
do
sacrament.
not compromise.
For
Do
the
not
brave men living
compromise.
and
Do
dead
not
who
compromise the
struggled
Second
here
Amendment.
have
It's the right to
consecrated
bear
far above
arms,
our
the right
poor
to
power
have free
to add
speech,
or detract.
to be able to go to church on
The
Sunday,
world will
to
little
say
know
what you think.
long remember
As
what we
far as
stand
I'm
for.
concerned, I might be over the bridge here in a few years, but the
It is
rest
for
of
us
my
the
children
living,
and my
rather to be
grandchildren
dedicated here
must
to the
be
unfinished
aware
work
that we have
which they
Tic Tacs
fought here
and
for
little
the
children like
cause
you
of
running around on thin ice saying,
It is
it's the
rather
end of the
for us
world,
to be
we
here
got to do it
dedicated
your way.
to the great
No,
task
Mr. Obama,
remaining before us.
no compromise,
That from these
no
honored dead,
compromise.
we
I
take
thank
increased
you.
devotion
I had
to
God,
that
asked God
cause
on
for which
Friday
we
they're
give the
having a
last
holy
full
hour
measure
in the
of
afternoon
devotion.
with
That
EWTN
we
to
here
pray for this
highly
nation,
resolve
that they haven't
these
lost
dead
their head.
shall not
If
die in
anything
vain,
else, people, do get
and that
out,
this nation,
go to your
under
congressmen and your
God,
senators,
shall have
explain
a
what you
new
want,
birth of
and get
freedom.
on that phone. Do
And that
not stop
government
for a minute.
of the
This
people,
is a nation, one nation
by the
under
people,
God, indivisible and liberty
and for
for
the
all,
people,
a republic for which it stands,
shall not
under
perish
Old Glory and none
from
other.
the earth.
As far as Abraham Lincoln goes, he was the greatest guy there was. He tried to do the best he could under God, and he got shot in the head. Well, I'll tell you what, you can always take out our bodies, but our souls you'll never get.
Fourscore
This is
and
Barbara
7
A.
years
Prokopich
ago,
signing off. But
so
24/7, I can see a lot of thievery and a lot of devilishment going on. As far as those that have been put in, Mr. Lewis fine, Mr. Hagel is very questionable. Mr. Brennan, you need to drop the fence and leave for another country and let somebody else have your pasture. As far as I'm concerned, I won't be here long, but I'll tell you what, you can name me whatever you want to name me. But Mr. Obama, I will fight you. I will fight you all the way to the grave if that is necessary. My freedom, my justice, and the right to bear arms in this country is very important. I ask again, no compromise. No compromise. Bohammer, Ryan, and all the rest that are in the White House that are making decisions. Be careful what you pass, because it might bite you in the ass in more ways than one, and Mr. Obama will laugh all the way. He is evil. I thank you for your time. Please keep up the good work, good congressman, and watch the words and where they come from and how they're spelled, because it could mean the very future and fiber of this country, the United States of America, for which we stand, one nation under God, indivisible and liberty, for justice in God for all races, all people. And Mr. Rubio, back up a little bit, get rid of some of your hot air, look at the old times, the people that had died, so that you could be here and be free. Don't underestimate any American voter, because we are watching you every step of the way. I thank you.
It is rather for us to be here dedicated